Hey now, don't dream it's talking about Steve Larptrim. Oh, there's way more to the QAnon than the ones. One of the most effective psyops ever. I do believe DeFango was him just exaggerating his role. Looks like Steve Outtrim put out his big expose over on burners.me. LARP like people and want to actually change the world and aren't just a bunch of rich guys spending their money to be snarky, cheapy, gumpy, dopey, but never bashful. Yeah. Have you ever looked into the hedonism that goes on Burning Man and the LARPs that they create? Well, it's been fun seeing the crypto beast create his persona ever since he started going on the Lift the Veil LARP channel. He's been really into the whole QAnon thing because he doesn't believe DeFango saying, right, notice saying, this video may contain clips that are copyright material. Right, this material is being made to be used for transformative or derivative purposes of work, and its education is used in fair use. Well, I'm sorry, boy, but according to Vimeo and the DCMA copyright notice, it doesn't matter if you think it's fair use and you put the fair use thing on it. You didn't have permission to re-upload the content, and you didn't make any attempts to actually transform the work therein whatsoever by adding any commentary or anything. You're literally just stealing the material and posting it to your channel for views on your little website here to increase your little, oh yeah, my name's Steve Larptrim. I love everybody, but sure. So he puts through a whole thing talking cicada guy for a while, and the dumbass in this article actually, he's been talking to him. Number one, we see Titus Frost talking about the whole LARP thing that says that I started it and that we had all been putting it out there, and it's like DeFango had said, you know, DeFango said that shit. And then the other hand, we have two Gentiles, DeFango and James Brown, that we created Q with Microchip, whom we suspect is Mossad, to troll Christians. Larptrim, that's not what they said at all. We said that he is Mossad. Nobody ever said anything to troll Christians there, buddy. Seems like you might be adding a little stuff there, huh? Ooh, and then we got a public disclosure narrative, blah, blah, blah. Provide hundreds of proofs, blah, blah, blah. 30-second Discord video, we are changed, la, la, la. Q equals unit 8200. Oh, look, weaponized truth. That's Thomas. Oh, of course. Larptrim's working with Thomas because that's what he does. I forgot. Yeah, Larptrim and Thomas have been talking, the cicada guy. So, of course, Larptrim's going to do everything in this article to defend the cicada side of this thing and try to debunk DeFango's connection to it, right? Yep. There's weaponized truth. There's this account of Steve Outtrim, Lift the Veil. Oh, look, it's Jib Camera. Oh, look at that. Even that little piece of garbage is putting into the whole thing. And then, oh, we got Unirock on there twice. Thomas. Oh, how do we know it's Thomas? Because he already blocked me. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Steve, for exposing all this for us. Now, you are right. Code Monkey and all those guys are definitely probably Massadis. I didn't really know about Microchip's whole connection. Now he goes into the whole 8chan thing, so that's great. Yo, Steve, I didn't have anything to do with the 8chan. The whole entire reason of doing this whole thing was to start it on 4chan and move to 8chan. We could track all the people that were doing it, like Code Monkey and all the rest of them, and even expose guys like you that like to LARP, that you like to LARP, meaning that you're not opposed to lying because you don't like somebody and working with people, and you're so stupid that you post all of it together and make it super easy for anyone to just connect the devil. So he's talking about 8chan. That's great. I know, that's all the stuff that DeFango put out already. But he's saying, oh, not CIA. Right, yeah. I kind of pointed all this stuff out. So this is a really nice retelling of some... Oh, a circuit breaker blew it or somebody. Oh, it's Code Monkey, the guy that I talked to on the internet that said, fuck you, Defango, because bullshit, knew all about it because I'm fucking awesome. But yeah, airs. But then, oh, he denied having anything to do with Q, but then he was still in all the channels and all that stuff, accidentally. Oh, and then there's the Corsi stuff. Yep, we put all the Corsi stuff. Oh, and red pill for you, and the gold water. You know the gold water. Oh no, you dumb fuck. According to, oh, what does that say? The way preview is connected to the gold water present at the birth of Q. According to Thomas from Cicada. Oh, wait a minute. Thomas from Cicada. Wait, so you're saying that you're talking to them? Big room. Oh, people in CJ and Red Pill U was there. People think that Q was launched by Hillary Clinton, think that she's being arrested. But her extradition from the company, Hillary showed up there. Q was a psyop from the Trump team on November 22nd. Coincidentally, on a bunch of anniversaries like JFK and stuff, because that just makes me seem fucking believable with all my fucking negative occult shit in the background and my Burning Man, because, oh, I'm Steve Larptrim. I'm so fucking true. He goes through with the whole QAnon thing. He brings up the Operation Mockingbird thing that Defango. So far, basically, Steve has said everything that Defango has said. But the only change here is that he's like, no. Thomas is telling the truth. Thomas, the guy that stole a bunch of money, abuses women, is currently on probation and about to be on, what was that? Oh, yeah, have a bench warrant again. Anyways. So he's trying to connect it to the Trump team, and so far we've it to people like myself and Browder that actually work for the Trump team because, we both knew Justin McConney, the guy that I was saying had a possibility of being the actual Q. But Defango said that he made a video wanting to be my friend, but then he became furious at me saying he participated in a large so much that he recently threatened me. Well, Steve, don't you remember that you started that whole little shamackle? And I just said that I was going to expose you for being a fraud on the internet because of your connections to Lift the Veil and those nasty little money tricks that you did to people in Australia. So, oh, what? Sorry, that video doesn't exist? That's weird. Well, it seems like he actually posted my own video here, but then he spent a whole lot of time re-uploading content that he saw off of my channel when he could have just as easily posted the videos from my channel and not had to worry about having to post any copyright strikes or any fair use documentation. But then again, it's just how these guys work with their little copyright notices. He thinks that he's super smart, and Steve might have made a bunch of money grifting some people on an HTML program. That doesn't mean that he's still smart. And oh yeah, he's been talking about the Spear of Destiny. Oh, you're right, the Spear of Destiny that I got from solving the online puzzle. It's connected to Cicada, Porsche channel, and you post everything in my own words. And then snitch jacketing. He was all like, I doubt anybody's able to watch every. And then we see, we still haven't been removed yet, but they must just be new ones that will be filed at DCMA, because once again, just stealing content in order to make a point for his friend, right? See how these videos don't exist? Facial expressions, body language. It says, Cicada's house. Thomas from Cicada has shared his side of events. To his credit, he has provided evidence and backups his claims. That's weird. Defango's posted every single piece of email that Hellfire's ever posted on his YouTube channel, which is every email that Thomas Schoenberger had ever told him, when Schoenberger was acting like Hellfire wasn't him, even though he actually was. And what Steve Outram hasn't said is he didn't actually reach out to Defango at all to get any information and didn't actually copy any of the emails that were posted. Every single email from any account associated to Thomas was posted on my Twitter, and it seems that you just missed all of them. So now we have this guy saying, oh, well, we're trying to snitch jacket right down here. Who's that? Steve exposed him for being a fraud, for creating a LARP and having, but he's not. All he does is goes back messages. He only chooses to use the one that all the other Q-tards out there said, oh, it's not real. So, Thomas has produced the story, and it's credible and consistent because I'm Steve Larptrim, and I'm just 100% truthful about everything I post. But, Chan, it was a full month after Cicada based on Q called The White Rabbit. Yeah, but the article. And he even goes back and posts his information where, oh, I've been talking to, what was that? None other than Weapon is Truth. So, fake little guy. It says, Defango never mentioned somebody that's just not some shitty little burner trying to make a name for himself because he's irrelevant. Or because he doesn't believe that little old Defango would be able to do anything of this nature, even though right now I'm currently taking this fat fuck down, and I'm taking the other little fat fuck down. Did you even do any research on this guy, Steve, or do you just dislike Defango so much that you've decided to just throw all caution to the wind and expose yourself fully and 100%? And if you think that this is going to hurt me and the burner community, buddy, you're so wrong. There's nothing that this is even going to do for you other than expose. Even though I was the first one that exposed the fucking Goodman George Webble. As you see, it does talk about follow the right rabbit. It doesn't actually mention anything about Q, because Q didn't actually say the White Rabbit. It's because the Cicada crew was trying to infiltrate it when they did all of this shit. Right? Hashtag Q. Cicada has a track record of prophecies in their puzzles, and just like QAnon, can Defango's LARP team say the same? Well, wasn't I working with this team? Oh, wait a minute. And those were created by Thomas, you dumb shit. Actually called this out during the We Were Change interview. And here's dumbass Larptrim. He's a Larptrim, by the way, utilizing that as more fuel the fire about this one. Oh. Yeah. See, that's not Lestat's picture, buddy. But nice try, son. And then, oh, look at all that. See, Lestat 8s don't date. That's not actually the stat that Thomas putting out the disinformation like you guys normally do. Like this whole article basically trying to get the Q-stees back into the Cicada groove because apparently you and Thomas want to take little old me down. Don't worry, Larptrim, like I said, I'm going to eviscerate you. After this whole situation's done, you're not going to be able to do very much else, homeboy. You can see that everybody knows that that's the profile picture for Lestat on YouTube and Twitter. He uses the same one. Why would you allow yourself to be so easily disrupted? Oh, that's right, because you don't actually like to tell the truth. And even this stuff, when Tufoyeski was putting all this stuff in, he was like, you stop saying that you made this, it's sad. He was talking about the videos. I made all the puzzles. I didn't make the videos. We were really clear about it. But once again, it's really nice to see how you like to pull that stuff together to make yourself seem a little more relevant, buddy. Looks like I got a lot of work to do. Pulling all this crap down. Doesn't matter if Larptrim thinks that he's going to be able to get on it. You are not allowed to just download and re-upload videos without creating transformative content. And oh, by the way, when I was saying a Q was Quinn, that was a joke. That was clearly a joke. And everybody knew it was a joke, but it also shows how fucking idiotic you are because you put it in here, dum-dum. So, basically, we can kind of see exactly what's happening here. It's not actually the fact that Defango was wrong or anything. It's the fact that it's just really easy because we're so much smarter than these guys. When they get mad, they try to put all this stuff out there. Notice how he's using the video that we particularly made to remove certain elements. Notice how he's not using the other video that we posted that just because we wanted to troll the individuals such as this guy or LTV. But all the same stuff that the Q team did for me, chance saying, "Oh yeah, well here we go. We're gonna debunk Defango, and we're gonna say Jack Posobiec and all these other dudes are full of shit. We're totally truthers. Believe us. Believe tough. Believe us. Don't believe those other guys tripping on the trip codes." So let's get to the end here, because there's a lot of anomalies, and if you noticed, he hasn't actually posted anything here, even though I've talked about making this Operation Mark to Bird. I've talked about doing all this stuff. He actually has a few questions to be made. Oh, yes. You guys remember the Archer thing? Have you ever seen the episode from Archer called Nellis, where they talk about Q clearance? So it says, "I will give Defango, Dreamcatcher, and Microchip the benefit of the doubt if they can produce some emphasis. Post some 4chan from the trip codes other than Matlock." Well, we already posted under Matlock and posted all the names. You just didn't look on the deleted board to find it. Show any in the Discord. Show them anyone in their show them in the Discord on a live stream and bring up showing a Microchip. I mean, we could do that, but why would we do that? Because to explain that the video proof would have been enough, especially when it's recorded on an iOS device, which it doesn't actually allow you to edit. And everybody knows Larptrim. Everybody knows that on a computer you can right click and you can click on stuff, and like Matlock right here, you could change like what happened. Like I could be like fag or something like that and actually change it within the actual system here. So let's just find a spot here. So let's see. Until they do, I suck. See? Until they do, I suck. This on an iOS device, dummy. Oh, checkmate, dumb motherfucker! So, number one, yeah, we'll have that done eventually. We're gonna let it sweat a little bit longer because obviously it's fun, because it's easy to expose charlatans like yourself using these methods. Explain the Q hasn't been any Q proofs. The only things that money's role. Justin McConney was the guy that I met and said that, "Hey, Defango, you now work for the Trump campaign." And I was like, "Oh, sweet. Produce a witness who heard the predicament and then just call them yourself, because they will definitely say it's standing in there. And then show us other messages, tweets. I'm just going to believe is actually government psyop and everything else is just me." And that's Larptrim for you, folks. See, Larptrim doesn't have any problems posting my videos, you see. He just doesn't want to actually post all the links to them because he doesn't want people to go look at it. There's a specific reason that some of these videos are cut up, and that's just because he doesn't want you listening to the entire thing. How interesting. Larptrim, you bully. You made this too easy for me. And comes next for you, my friend, is going to be oh so sweet. Steve Larptrim. What?